What up, creatives? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. This is the beginning, part 2, where I'm just gonna explain kind of where I want to go with this, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I was gonna elaborate on some past trauma, some past things that I went through, but I'm already over it. Maybe not completely, but I'm feeling good. I'm already, focused on my next movements in life, next task, and that's when I want to bring like the positive energy and I just want to share positivity with you guys and positive things and the positive future to come. That's what I'm most excited about right now. I got a lot of things in play that I'm finally putting into motion. It was like, oh my gosh, like pain is a catalyst to like propel you forward into your life. Sometimes you can take that and like you can soak up and you can go into a deep depression and be sad, or you can take it and like, all right, keep readjusting yourself, keep following your highest excitement, your highest alignment, and then once you do and keep that ball rolling, it's just like a snowball effect, and it just keeps coming down. And then next thing you know, your dreams are being manifested right in front of your face, and you're excited about life. So this is just gonna be really, I'm just gonna explain kind of like who I am, pretty much, some dark parts of me, growing up, and just like just get to know me really quick, I guess. I'm 30 years old man, starting YouTube a little late. I wanted to start a long time ago. Like, I was in college, and I was really getting big into like entrepreneurship and everything like that, but joined like a network marketing business that kind of failed. Got pretty far in it, but didn't make that much money. Really spent way more money than I was making, and things happened, and then kind of just wound up in a different place. But let's start from the beginning. So my name is Patrick Charles Widener. I grew up in Florissant, Missouri, which is like St. Louis County area, right outside of the main city of St. Louis, like 20 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, I grew up, I was raised by my grandparents. They adopted me when I was young, because my mom had me when she was pretty young. She was like 15 years old. So I was raised by my grandparents, my loving grandparents. They're both passed now, but they're my guardian angels, and I'm so thankful to have them as angels. But yeah, I was raised by them. Named after them. My grandma was Patricia, and my grandpa's name was Charles, so hence Patrick Charles. That's where I got my name from. And I just grew up as a little tyke, little bad boy, little heathen, as they would say. They would call us as little kids. Just grow up. I was a good kid. I just was like, as I got older, I just was like, I don't know, I got really big into fighting, hence why I'm a fighter now. But and I was never like really like aggressive, but like I would just fight for everybody, and like if somebody was talking bad to the homie, it's like, oh no, you gotta fight me then, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how it was. Normally usually quiet, but backed it up with action, I guess. Got good grades all through elementary, all the way into middle school, through high school, A's and B's. The only reason why I was kind of in trouble a lot was because of fighting. Like, my grades were always good, so they couldn't hold me back or anything. I would just get like suspended in middle school wise, just for fighting and stuff. And then I got into high school, and I found my like first mentor / wrestling coach, who really took my life and like just guided me, like not only on the mat but in life. And that's when I just got serious about wrestling, serious about sports in high school, my freshman year. And I fell in love with kind of just the whole aspect of like martial arts and grappling and wrestling and stuff like that, and really just dedicated my life to that. And stopped all that fighting, just focused on school. Got a girlfriend. I dated my girlfriend like for 3.5 years. We went all the way into college together. I went to college. I wrestled in college at the University of Missouri. The first year I tried to walk on. Some stuff happened with I didn't take the right English class in my high school, so it was I went through preseason and then got to the regular season and they're like, wait, you're not eligible. So I had to join the club wrestling team that year, so wrestle on the club team, and then came back my sophomore year, and that's when I was on the wrestling team for the next 2 years. So I basically was on the team for 3 years, but 1 year really didn't count. I just went through the preseason and all the practices and stuff, and wrestled, had a decent career, but I was an electrical engineering major as well, and I moved out of the dorms with my engineering major partners my junior year into a house with my teammates and stuff, and kind of just really just completely lost focus. Wanted to party too much and just wrestle. I wasn't focusing on my grades or my classes, which engineering is hard as heck, and you have to really just focus and be studying all the time to be able to have good grades, and to try to do that, party and maintain wrestling and doing all that stuff, it was just too much. So lost focus, ended up failing out or whatever, getting suspended from the wrestling team. And I had a little money, but didn't have scholarship, a full scholarship or anything like that. So I couldn't afford to go back, so I just started working. Worked at a bar, security, worked my way up, bartender for a while. Worked at a security at another club, which was pretty cool, bartender and bar back or whatever. And then construction as well. I've been working construction all my whole life. Through high school, during the summers, I would work construction, and then I'd work construction during the summers, when I was in college. And just a lot of construction and bar industry type work, and then really just did that for a while, bounced around, really wasn't making too much money, just trying to work different jobs and stuff. And then had my best friend, he's my roommate at the time, I considered him my brother. Really somebody I cherished in life, somebody I we're setting goals with in life. We wanted to both hey, let's try to be a Navy SEAL or something. Really just my best friend. He passed, and that same week after he passed, my grandmother passed. And I told you I was raised by my grandpa and grandma, and I consider them my mom and dad. Legally, they were my mom and dad, and called them mom and dad. So it felt like my mom passed, and I literally had my best friend and my mom pass in the same week of each other. And it kind of threw me into PTSD, of course, and so reflecting back, I did not know any of this was going on, but yeah, and I handled and dealt with it kind of I felt like I was on my own, because my friends were grieving, but they were grieving over my friend, right? And I was grieving over my friend as well, and my family was grieving, but my family was grieving over my mom, and my grandma, my mom or grandma. Sorry, that's confusing, but yeah, my mom, and I was grieving for both, and I was just just shot into why God, why is this happening to me? What's going on? And everything, and continued to try to work. I was a wrestling coach for a little bit, assistant. I had good friends that very supportive, but still struggling. And then I was enough's enough. Moved back home with my mom. I was 25 at this time, and a lot of my family's military. I was always told hey, join the military growing up, and that's just in the back of your mind, and that's just one of the things you're all right, I'll do it. And so I did, and got stationed in Minot, North Dakota. Lived there for a while, and and then went on a couple deployments. Guam was amazing. Got to go to Guam. Was in Qatar over in the Middle East. got to really see like up close like refugees and like like some real stuff, which was very eye opening. And then yeah, I got orders, and then here in Las Vegas now, and I've been in Las Vegas for like a year and a half, and just navigating through life. There's a lot of other things that happened that I would like to speak on. Like I kind of went through like after like my best friend and my mom passed, I kind of went through like a little psychosis period that I will talk on like later on about, which is like kind of crazy. Like nobody really knows this, but I was kind of like losing my mind a little bit. Like I felt like I was going crazy, and I really held all that in to myself, and really didn't talk to anybody about that. But like I felt like I couldn't control my mind, and really just had to meditate, pray, and really just sit for a while till I regained my bearings. But reflecting on that, it was just like, I think it was just PTSD maybe or something, or a spiritual awakening, which we'll get into too. But yeah, a lot of stuff. So I think that's pretty much it. We're here now. Fast forward, I went through a breakup with a female that I wanted to marry, and she had kids, so I got attached to her kids as well. And that just propelled me into this creative state now, and I just want to keep this ball rolling for you guys, and to be able to just express and be authentic and connect with more people. I've done a lot of good things in my life, and I've done a lot of horrible things in my life. I'm not a great person, but I'm a great person, but I'm not like, perfect, and, that I made a lot of mistakes, made a lot of bad decisions. But, I think that just allows me to be able to connect with a lot of people, and to be able to really understand and feel like when you go through like negative mind state and like things like that. And now going on this healing journey, I'm able to like really open my heart even more, and to be able to serve and to live within God's will. Whatever, my only obligation is to allow God's will to perform through me. So that's what I'm doing, and I just want to be able to connect and to serve in the way I know how, or God knows how. So, yeah, with that being said, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you can, subscribe this video, and we'll keep this ball rolling. So peace out.